Ever wondered what happens if someone who can't legally make decisions for themselves signs a contract? It's a complex world, but let's break it down together. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're diving into the fascinating legal concept of incapacity. So, what is incapacity in the eyes of the law? Simply put, it's when a person lacks the legal ability to enter into binding agreements. The law broadly splits this into two categories: natural and civil incapacity. Natural incapacity comes from a person's actual state of being. Think of someone with a severe mental condition. Even if a court hasn't officially declared them incapacitated, any contracts they sign can often be nullified. Why? Because the law recognizes they genuinely couldn't understand what they were doing. For instance, if someone enters into a deal and it's later proven they had a condition that impaired their judgment, at that exact moment, the contract can be voided. This protects people from being exploited when they are most vulnerable. Then we have civil incapacity, which is created directly by the law itself. Sometimes natural and civil incapacity overlap. A person with a mental condition might be officially declared incapacitated by a judge. In this case, they have a natural incapacity due to their condition and a civil incapacity because of the Cortes ruling. But they don't always go hand in hand. A perfect example is someone who is legally incapacitated due to a criminal conviction. They have a civil incapacity imposed by the legal system, but they might be perfectly sound of mind, meaning they don't have a natural incapacity. It's a legal status, not a reflection of their mental state. This brings us to a crucial question. Why do these laws even exist? It's all about protection. Most incapacities are what we call protective incapacities. They're designed to shield vulnerable individuals from a few key dangers. First, from others who might try to take advantage of them. Imagine someone trying to trick a person with a cognitive impairment into signing away their property. The law steps in to prevent that. Second, these laws protect people from themselves. Someone with limited understanding might unknowingly enter a terrible deal, not because the other person is malicious, but simply because they don't grasp the consequences. The law acts as a safety net. However, not all incapacities are for the individual's protection. The incapacity placed on a person with a criminal conviction isn't for their benefit. It's considered a measure for social defense. It's a consequence of their actions meant to protect the community. There are also incapacities rooted in what the law calls distrust or for disciplinary reasons. The law is sometimes wary of certain individuals in specific situations where there is a high potential for a conflict of interest. For example, a priest might be barred from inheriting from someone they provided last rites to prevent any undue influence. Similarly, a minor's legal abilities are limited. This isn't just for their protection, but also as a form of discipline, placing them under the authority of their parents or guardians until they reach maturity. So, if someone is legally incapacitated, are they just cut off from the world, unable to do anything? Not at all. The legal system doesn't want to paralyze them. It wants to protect them. This is where special regimes come into play, allowing them to act through others. The first and most comprehensive regime is representation. Here, another person, the representative, acts on behalf of the incapacitated person. Think of a parent signing documents for their young child. The representative makes the decisions and signs the papers, but the legal effects fall upon the person they represent. This is used for those with full incapacity. Next is assistance. This is for individuals with a more limited incapacity. In this case, the incapacitated person participates in the act, but they must be accompanied by an assistant who also signs off. It's a team effort. The person isn't replaced, they're supported. Finally, there's authorization. This requires getting prior approval for a legal act. The incapacitated person plans to do something, and a designated authority figure must give the green light before it can happen. If they don't approve, the act can't proceed. Assistance and authorization are for those who are considered to have a limited, not a full, incapacity, because they are still actively involved in the process. Now, for the million-dollar question, what happens if these rules are ignored? What if an incapacitated person signs a contract all by themselves, without their representative, assistant, or the required authorization? The consequence is that the act can be nullified. In law, nullity means the contract is treated as if it never existed. There are two main types: absolute and relative nullity. Absolute nullity is for violations of public interest and can be claimed by anyone with a legitimate stake. It's a serious defect that can't be fixed. But when it comes to incapacity, we're usually dealing with relative nullity, also known as voidability. This is designed to protect a specific person. So only the incapacitated person, their representatives, or their heirs can ask the court to void the contract. This right isn't indefinite. There's a time limit. If they don't act within that period, the contract might become valid. Until then, the contract is technically valid. The only exception, again, is the person incapacitated by a criminal conviction. Beyond just business and legal acts, the law also provides for the overall well-being of an incapacitated person. This isn't just about managing finances or contracts. It's about governing the person's life. A person declared mentally incompetent is placed under a guardian who looks after their personal welfare. This provides a holistic layer of protection. It ensures that someone is looking out for their best interests in all aspects of life, not just the legal and financial ones. This is a crucial distinction for someone like an inmate. While they are in a penitentiary and must follow its rules, they aren't under another person's authority in the same protective sense. They still have personal autonomy over many choices, like what to study or how to spend their free time within the limits of the institution. So there you have it. The concept of legal incapacity is a detailed and compassionate framework. It's designed not to punish or restrict, but to create a shield for those who need it, ensuring fairness and preventing exploitation. It balances the need for protection with the ability to still participate in life, all under the watchful eye of the law. Thanks so much for joining me today to explore this topic. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more legal breakdowns. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. See you in the next video.